right. They do not have a supernova down below ground, but waiting for it. It's going to be Boomy.
At all, especially like when that could mean the difference between getting like a bottle lock of a lane creep sooner in mid.
Science is in a bit of trouble. They do have the chains, they have the ink swell, and they have a sleight of fist. So Science, it's going to be a close call, but it would have to be underneath the tower. Miracle taking too much damage here. Now the Fire Spirits plus the Battle Hunger. If anything, it's Miracle is going to take out here. Is the Battle Hunger bit by bit. The Tango counteracting that damage though, and will be fine.
He was real close to death though. Got down to 25 HP
against Virtus Pros. Run at you frequently 4 and 5 man, which is the Furion.
Yeah.
Right? Shouldn't they split pushing? Like, is that part of the reason you think they took this hero in their draft? They wanted something to be able to exert more side lane pressure?
I think so. As bottom, I think CIS might actually...
Kuro's dead. He's going to tick out from the Battle Hunger, and Resolution could certainly fight Miracle anytime he wants. In fact, Miracle is going to have to tank the creeps underneath tower if he wants to fight. That's a perfect opportunity, because then Resolution, as well as Zayat, can harass him while he's sitting there tanking creeps. They can even go for a Battle Hunger.
No,
Miracle
doesn't want to do it quite yet.
Trees.
They have some ways of dealing with him. Like, I think the Phoenix Sunray is actually the most effective tool in the mid game. They're gonna get a kill on the solo.
Nice one. GH.
That was a lot of stacks on him. That was 4 quills before the 5th one hit.
And ILTW, he'll keep on trucking here. He knows the 5-minute bounties. Mind Control wants to stick around for that, which means he may get just low enough. Aether Remnant, it does grab him. He picked up the bounty rune, though, before he died. But still, 2 kills in the top lane. And now a dive into bottom lane. Again, just losing lanes all over the place here. Virtus Pro.
I mean, this is pretty much like Weehaw has to deliver here. But again, I really feel like his team is not doing him a lot of favors, as they're going to go on bottom.
Dying all over the place, but maybe NIGMA will manage to bounce back off this game. Good bottom lane with the ink swell, tag team damage, the chain's out.
There's 5 heroes here.
Resolution's gone. Weehaw even go for a really early fighting build, like a blade mail build up, where he just TPs and fights with Miracle.
I think he just wants to be like an aura guy. Yeah. Get like a Vlad's or something. I think Rezo might be dead again here.
Blocked in. Beautiful ice shards, and that ink swell plus tag team. Another nasty combination from NIGMA. Mind Control's going to join them just to make sure that Resolution does indeed die.
But Mind Control's only level 4, and his...
And that's why this rotation is coming in. They already have Resolution slowing him down with the Battle Hunger with the Aether Remnant landing. That's a pretty easy kill into Weehaw, unless you can stay alive with the regen. It's not good enough. Miracle comes in. He does manage to chain the 2 heroes underneath the tower. Not bad, but they don't have any damage to follow it up, especially since he's not even level 6 and he was moved around, you know? Like, they really are saying, like, we can't just sit here static lanes. We got to move around and catch NIGMA with their pants down. And they just did that with Miracle in the mid lane. No one catches him with the Aether Remnant. Plus
and they know Kuro's around in the area.
Kuro, he may be swept up here as well. They do have one more Astral Step for no one if he wants to go for it, but...
he's saving it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They want to try to find the Alk.
All right, it's deceptive. I was looking at the green ultimate icon at the top.
Ah, I see.
And I was like, oh.
I think they might have a kill here. Oh.
Yeah, Weeha's just dead. Sunray. Oh no! They just needed one more hit and maybe a little bit more Sunray damage. GH is going to get low.
What is this dive? They haven't even taken mid-tower. They like to just go for it on the side of VP.
Simultaneously, though, NIGMA's not really farming that much while they're trying to dodge all these gates. He's going to run it back into the Aether Remnant. That's enough to maybe get the kill on GH, but he pops a stick. Snowballs in. No one. Is he dead here? The Aether Remnant does manage to get the kill, but he has given away a dominating streak for all of that aggression.
And Miracle's still on the hunt.
Oh,
and
nice
with
TP in. He gives the vision.
Yeah, that one was really good for his team to hold that mid area. And they killed...
Radiant's top tower.
Void Spirit for that. Crow's gonna go for this.
Yeah, they'd killed heroes, they'd gotten the outpost, and they were about to get bounty runes. So Resolution does grab this one away from Kuro, and Kuro will probably now, maybe he won't die. Miracle actually bails him out. No, he ate the Remnant. That's gonna grab him.
Clean execute. But yeah, steal everything. There's no stacks or anything for him to go for, but ILTW is still just being a nuisance.
You know what's kind of cool about I like a lot is that ILTW is probably maybe going to get a kill here. I mean, they're going to snowball on ice shards. I'm not sure if they can actually kill him. Mind Control. GH punches him up in the air. The ink swell is going to get on top of him. Uh-oh. Is he actually in trouble, or do they have enough damage? There's so many quills bouncing back onto NIGMA. Many of the heroes had to back up. It's up to Miracle to now finish him off, but he gets a little bit low. There's just too many quills. He's almost going to die here. Does he have to jump away? He tries to get the distance. Oh, he was going to get the quill. He was going to kill
just
Miracle.
prayed.
And prayed. Lord's going to build
Smite this fool. Smite this All right,
Kuro, you've been supernovaed. Get out of range of the stun, but he's still going to be chopped down by Resolution. Mind control. He TP'd into an Ether Remnant. Now, Miracle's going to be here, tries to chain him up. They do have the Will-O-Wisp to make sure that more people are going to be caught in this terrible team fight for NIGMA. GH tries to dodge what he can with a snowball. Will manage to sidestep that Ether Remnant, but Resolution is always there.
don't care. Just keep hunting them.
Oh, what I was going to say is Bristleback, one of the best heroes to single-handedly take the enemy triangle away. Right? So he's doing that, and then no one in Rezo, they're playing on this side of the map. Like, Weehaw has no neutral creeps to farm. Like, how can he use his passive if he's not able to hit any creeps? He's just dying over and over again. The Wrath of Nature is going to come in and do a lot of damage, but it'll really only tickle Virtus Pro because there's just a lack of damage all around. Soulbind onto 2, push back. Inkswell actually stunning both of them together. Miracle's going to chain him up. He throws down his Remnants. They're so damn tanky, though. They've used every bit of damage, and no one still escapes, and so will Resolution. No one gets the double kill on Kuro if they chase too far.
Radiant's
No
top
one.
tower
Maybe
Might
they get
just strike
Solo.
again. We'll see. Solo has been chained up.
Doesn't have a TP, but
No one.
they're waiting. He's got a DD rune on this Void Spirit. He's waiting for his charges to come back up. Doesn't get Miracle.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And now he does have a step, but he's got to be really careful. He's quite low, and he doesn't want to throw this. Oh, wait.
Oh, Miracle. He got hit by that actual step. The Ether Remnant's got him. No one. He just doesn't stop.
Maybe he dies for this, though.
The snowball with the simulate to be able to dodge the stun, the push back there, mind control, teleports in, but they don't have any big nukes, and no one, he's going to be able to dodge a lot of this physical damage with that extra shield. The Supernova goes down, he's now been silenced up. They do have the egg, going to die the call, but his last shot came out. The Supernova, it does die. They don't get the explosion they desperately needed to be able to turn this fight
Weehaw
around.
dies in his base.
Weehaw somehow died from ILTW chasing him all the way across the map, but we're going to watch Resolution here fight up against the tag team, and they just don't have the damage, man. They just can't kill anybody. NIGMA, they're struggling in vain to right-click these heroes that have such high armor and such high HP. Finally, they do manage to get Resolution.
I think this is honestly just a really, really informed VP. We're going to see this again.
Beautiful play by no one.
And he just dances. He just stays here for forever. Dissimulates.
Dodge the pushback, almost hitting the Ether Remnant, and you're seeing what's happening here. The silence, Inkswell, tag
they bring
team.
this guy down?
Can they actually bring down ILTW? Look at him. He's cornered himself with his back to the rest of the team. They can't really get in front of him. He's going to turn around and deal some damage out into GH because he knows he can fight back at GH underneath the tier 3 tower. That's not going to be a saving grace. He tries to go for a shards play, but misses it.
The enemy team jungle.
Oh, but it's not safe for long. Solo, he's found him.
Who's TPing
He said,
in?
boys, there's a low health alchemist here.
Get him.
And he doesn't have his ultimate. Not yet anyway. The Icarus dive is going to come through, and just the supports together, they're going to be able to bring down an alchemist. Well, he finally gets his ultimate. Now the chain's up. Resolution. Does he have a blink dagger? No, he doesn't. ILTW, he was on the other side of things. He quickly gets stunned up. He wants the supports instead. The Soulbind on the 2. A snowball on through everybody. And the Phoenix does actually go down, and Solo may get taken out by Miracle here, but Miracle does not have a whole lot of mana to work with, and Weehaw doesn't feel comfortable taking too many of these fights, so he's going to start backing away. ILTW, he sticks on top of him, forcing him to teleport out, and boy, that was a close one. He actually almost killed him there. GH pushing it all the way into the tier 2 here. No one is going to catch up to GH. Little chance of him surviving here. He's trying to dodge the Ether Remnant, so he has a chance to be able to maybe snowball teleport, but they waited until he was low enough that he would die.
Considered. They are living during this time.
Just like this. Mind control.
Does have a TP. Not gonna live.
Tower is under attack.
That he's trying to stop the counter cut and always bringing both the mid wave and the top wave in to make sure that they don't lose anything. This guy is experienced at dealing with Nature's Prophet.
Certainly is. Willy-West going out. No one trying to take this fight. It's been silent stuff. They keep on getting pulled back in. Mind Control and Kuro do manage to get back. The chains and soul binds onto 2 is keeping them locked in, but they don't have any damage to deal with ILTW. They should not be trying to fight into this, man. Oh, the pull back in. Yang's going to go down. They lost their Alchemist. Now they're going to lose their Nature's Prophet as well. And Virtus Pro still looking pretty healthy, and I'm sure quite happy as they are looking to close out this series and take a very fast second game against NIGMA.
This is going to be an easy tier 3 for ILTW. He has no cares. I saw this man dive an Alk at a tier 3. It doesn't even matter to him at this point. They hit
together, but this may be a buyback in vain as call from Resolution. Look, the damage just rains in on Miracle. The snowball comes too late from GH. He was unable to save his carry, and now they're going to watch as they're pushed back again and again by ILTW. The rest of the team can focus on hitting the buildings.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Right and breezy. Virtus Pro. Oh, there's that two-man call. To assimilate with all the AoE damage rating in. Not enough to be able to kill Weehaw. Mind Control's actually still alive as well. In fact, into the backline, Resolution almost died to GH there. Fortunately, there was going to be a save, and no one is now going to punish GH for daring to push that far inside of his own base. ILTW, I'm sure they can still lead the way here and finish off this melee barracks. I feel like this may be one of those times. Just get the building.
No, the Bloodlust. Cap the Bloodlust.
It doesn't stop. ILTW, he's seeing red at all times. And GH, well, he's going to see a little bit of orange as he puts his sights onto the Phoenix, and now he's going to see nothing at all as he's going to be surrounded by, oh, never mind, they just ignore him. They go for the bigger kill. They want Miracle. They want a bigger fish. They let the smaller one go free. Miracle dies. Kuro gets swallowed up in that push that came in from Virtus Pro, and it's just the gratuitous kill to add into this slaughter that is currently happening in the mid lane, and ILTW is not going to stop. He wants everything from NIGMA, even their tier 4s right now.
Chasing everyone.
Mind Control, he's going to be found as he tries in vain to hit that mid-tier 1 tower for a couple points of damage.
They're gonna call
look,
it.
here's the GH kill that we missed out earlier. Look at that. He walked back into us. What a nice guy.
This was one of the most fun ass beatings I think I've ever seen. Like, this was really entertaining. Virtus Pro, I always talk about like how important the mid tower is, and they're like